welcome to my channel. My name is Anya and in this video I will be going over all of my empties from both January and February. I was in a flare when my January empties were supposed to go up, which was I think the last week in January, I'm not 100% sure, and I wasn't able to film it, and I contemplating whether or not there would be, sorry I just moved something on my laptop, I contemplating whether I should just throw this stuff out or whether I should hold on to it for February, and I decided to hold on to this so that I could chat about some of the items. Now this is my no-buy year, and in this year I am hoping to have 100 makeup items leave my collection. I would also love for the majority of those to be fully finished, but I also take any decluttered item and put towards that number of 100 since they are leaving my collection. And in January I ended up decluttering a lot of items. I say a lot by my standards. I rarely declutter anything. I also didn't finish all that many items, and in February I haven't finished any, and I am a little bit annoyed by that. I did spend like half of the month too sick to wash my face, so I'm not surprised that I didn't wear makeup for part of the month, but I had a couple of items that I know there's not a lot in, and I'm a little bit annoyed at myself for not fully focusing on those and using those every time I did my makeup, because I think I might have been able to finish them if I had. For January I ended up having 22 items leave. Majority of those I think are finished. So in no particular order, I'm just going to go through the stuff that I have in my box here. I ended up finishing both my day and night cream. These are from number 7. It's the Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Day Cream and Night Cream. These are wonderful. I really do enjoy them. I don't like these as much as I do the Lush creams, and I realised that I bought these at the end of last year. I say the end, like maybe October, November, because I had run out of my Lush ones and these were on sale, so they were technically cheaper than the ones I would buy from Lush. But I prefer the Lush ones, though I have repurchased those when these ran out, and I think that's something I'm going to continue doing. I'm very finicky with moisturizers. My skin tends to break out very quickly from skincare, and number 7 is one of the brands where the majority of the skincare that I've tried my skin enjoys and doesn't break out. So I always have these sort of in the back of my head if my skin is going through something, or if the products that I'm currently using doesn't work anymore. I always know I can go back to these, and I do really like them. I finished a bottle of my micellar water, and I'm using the Burt's Bees micellar water, and I really enjoy it. I have another bottle going, and I'm going to continue repurchasing these. This both removes makeup very well. It's not the best at waterproof mascara, but I find for those I either need an oil cleanser or a two-toned makeup remover. But this one is also wonderful. I tend to use this as like a cleanser in the morning or the evening when I'm not able to wash my face in the sink, and my skin enjoys it. It doesn't break me out, and it does cleanse very gently, so I do enjoy that. I did a sheet mask in January. I did the Makeup Mekka Prep Party vegan sheet mask, the Moisture Boost one. I do really enjoy these. These are said to be sort of like a prepping step before makeup. I don't do sheet masks before I do my makeup because it just takes too much time. I enjoy them in the evenings more when I'm relaxing. This is wonderful. My skin really enjoys it. It's really lovely and moisturizing, so I'm going to continue repurchasing that, and I think that was a Christmas gift. I also tried the K-Beauty Secrets Snail Sleep Mask, and I've talked about this in a previous video, but I broke out in like the middle of January somewhere really strongly around my chin. I had a lot of like large painful pimples, and I think this is what caused it, because this was the product at the time that was new in my rotation that I hadn't used before. And I'm still dealing with, like, you're not going to be able to see it hopefully through the concealer, even though it's not very high coverage today. But I still have a lot of the red spots on my face from those breakouts a month and a half later, and it took a long time for those to fully die down. I don't mind sleeping masks. I think they're a great product when you need a bit of extra moisture, but this broke me out. I'm not gonna buy it again. I finished a Batiste dry shampoo. I think this was about half full. It was really quickly to use. My hair can hold up for about 2 days after showering. Today's day 3, and I've popped dry shampoo in today and put it like halfway up, and it looks fine. but I know tomorrow I'm probably going to have to pull it up into a ponytail or my little weird bun thing at the back. It starts looking very oily. My favourite dry shampoo are the collab ones, but they're a little bit tricky to get a hold of in Norway. This is a good second, it's very easy to find, but I do find the Batiste ones do leave white residue in my hair, so if you have darker hair, it's not the best. This isn't technically like beauty, but I always put my eye drops into my empties when I finish them so that I can remind myself to buy them. I have very dry eyes, I also do wear contacts, so my eyes get very red very quickly. I got to try and was recommended the Sustain Ultra High Performance Comforting Eye Drops from my opticians when I actually got my contacts the first time, and this is probably my third or fourth tube of this. This lasts me almost 6 months exactly. And my eyes love it. They're super easy to put in and sort of drop in when my eyes are feeling a bit tired, when they're a bit itchy, dry. And this is also contact lens safe, so I can put it in both when I'm not wearing contacts, but also if I am wearing contacts and it's been a long day. So I think these are phenomenal. They are pretty pricey though in Norway, but for me it's a worthy investment because my eyes don't hate me anymore, and they don't like anything. I ended up getting rid of this nail polish, and it's a Gina Tricot nail polish in Pink Party. It's a really gorgeous glittery pink with like large pink glitter specks, and I have used this and loved this in the past, but this is dried out to the point where you can't get it up. So it's time for that one to go. And my final skincare item before I get into the makeup is my Body Shop Hemp lip conditioner. This is my favourite lip balm. I have gone through several tubes of this. It is the only lip balm that keeps my lips not dying in the winter, and where I live in Norway we have like 6 months of winter, so I need something good, and it's just phenomenal. I have already repurchased and started using my new one because I can't be without it. Now for makeup, in January I ended up actually having 14 items leave my collection, which is a lot more than I originally expected, but I think I only finished like 4, so a good chunk of them were declutters. 8 of them actually were declutters, so my math is off. I finished 6. I finished 2 primers. I finished the Wet n Wild CoverAll primer. This was in my project pan. Did not have a lot left in it as I was working on it last year as well, and it was fine. I don't love this anymore. This used to be my favourite, but I'm not as big a fan of this now when I finish it than when I bought it. I can't word properly today. It was fine to finish, and Wet n Wild is no longer cruelty free, which sucks. So I'm not going to repurchase. I also had a tiny vial of the Ren Perfect Canvas Silicone Free Skin Finishing Serum. This is a makeup primer, and I've had this for an embarrassingly long time in my collection. And I'm like 100% certain this has gone off when I used it. Not the best, but this didn't actually smell weird. I had done like a patch test the day before. I had smelled it, didn't smell strange or anything. But when I had like gone through half of this, which was about half of a face, because I think I literally emptied this entire vial in one go because it started smelling a little bit strange, and I was just like, it's already on my face, too late to turn back, I'm just gonna put it on and hope for the best. I don't like this. It just made my skin feel very dry, and I don't like that. I have dry combination skin, so I have what I think is dry skin as like a base, but it gets oily with makeup very quickly, but I need to moisturize and prep for dry skin, otherwise the dryness shows through and it just doesn't look very nice. This just made my dryness even worse. I finished my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Auburn. This is something that I periodically go through. It's my favourite brow pencil and I really enjoy it. It's like my perfect Auburn shade. I have like 6 different eyebrow pencils in the shade Auburn. This is the most orange of the ones, and I really like that about it, which is why I keep going back to it over and over again. I have a backup, I'm currently using it, I love this. Will continue to buy it. I also finished up my number 7 High Shine Lip Crayon in Daydreamer. It's like stuff left in there, but I'm not going to scrape it out. I really enjoyed this. This was also a rollover from my project pan last year into this year's project pan. Finished it reasonably quickly. and I liked it, and I actually ended up getting a full size of this in my number 7 advent calendar last year. So I have this again because I know I said at the end of last year that this was a product that I would consider picking up again because it's just so easy to put on, it's effortless, it looks really lovely on my lips, and it's moisturising, so I really enjoy it. The final item that I like 100% finished is this Makeup Mekka lip liner on point in 02. It's a wonderful nude, and I paired this with the number 7 High Shine Lip Crayon. They work wonderfully together, and this is a really lovely nude colour on me. I have backups of the entire line of these lip liners. There's 10 shades. This is the first and only one so far I've used, and I like them a lot. This is one of my favourite lip liners. They're really creamy and full of pigment to put on, but they're not drying, but they do last a really long time, which I struggle sometimes finding the balance between something that is full colour and that will last without actually drying my lips out, and this manages to do that, and I like that about it a lot. I have 2 items that I haven't classed them as declutters because they dried out and went old. One is the Makeup Mekka Push Up Mascara. This is still technically usable, I can still get product out on it, but this is not a mascara that holds a curl on me, so I have to layer this, and this doesn't layer very well, and I think it's because of the brush, because it has like a rubbery bristle brush with very short bristles, and if this had held a curl, this would have been one of my favourite mascaras because it looks really lovely. It gives me length, it gives me volume without clumping my lashes together, and it looks a little bit natural, which I like, but it doesn't do any of that. So for me, this was only one I could use on my lower lashes, but this has been open for a year, and that's my cut-off date for mascaras, so I'm gonna get rid of it. And the other one is, it makes me a bit sad, it's the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in Mr. Bing. This is a gorgeous warm brown eye pencil, but this is drying out to the point where every time I try to draw with it, it cracks, and I can't get it to transfer anymore, so it's gone. I do have a backup of this, and I'm really happy I do because it is one of my favourite eye pencils. I don't use eye pencils that often because my eyes are very sensitive, as I said, and they're not a fan of anything on the waterline, but this is just, it's wonderful and I like it a lot. And I'm sad that I didn't get to finish it before I dried out, which was my goal. But that's what happens when you have too much makeup. I then have the items that I decluttered. I got rid of the HD setting powder in Banana from Makeup Mekka because this is patchy and it makes me look orange, and I can't get that to work. When I swatch it on like dry hands, it looks like it can work. It looks like it's going to be a little bit too yellow, but it's workable. But the second this goes on anything that is wet and tacky like a foundation, it darkens like 5 shades and I look like a splotchy orange, and I can't work with that. And I've even tried using it on top of a set base, but it looks patchy, so this is not for me. In my declutters, these were all items that were in my January Shop My Stash. So I have 2 lipsticks here, both are 4.5 years old. They were from the summer of 2015 when I went to Florida. So I have the e.l.f. Moisturizing lipstick in Ravishing Rose and the NYX matte lipstick in Natural. The NYX one is just a colour I don't reach for. I know I'm not going to pan this because it's too cool toned, of like a neutral colour. The Ravishing Rose one is a similar colour to what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and it's very close to my natural lip colour, and it's a colour that I absolutely love wearing. But I don't like this formulation as much as the other ones that I have. I have this in a more matte formulation, and I'm more likely to pan that because it stays a little bit better. But these were both just too old. They still smell fine, so I don't think they've technically gone off. But they're just coming to the point where they're too old where I feel comfortable putting them on my face anymore. So I'm going to get rid of them. I also decided to let go of my Flower Beauty blush bronzer duo in Beachy Keen. This is also from my Florida trip, and the blush here is beautiful. It's a colour that I wear, but it's a colour that I have many times over, and the bronzer is too dark and too warm for me to be able to use it. It's a gorgeous eyeshadow, and I've used it as an eyeshadow a couple of times, but I have eyeshadows that colour already, and I'm not going to reach for this for that purpose alone. I feel a little bit sad getting rid of this because I think this is the only Flower Beauty product. No, I have a lipstick, but that's probably going to go by the end of the year anyway. And I can't get a hold of Flower Beauty, and they do currently have a couple of items that I kind of want to try, but I don't have a trip to the States planned anytime soon, sadly. Still a couple of years away if everything goes right. This is fine, it just, the colours, they don't work that well for me. I have two eyeshadow palettes here. Both of these are from Wet n Wild and these are the old trios. So I have Silent Treatment, which is this taupey black and light pink one, and then Sweetest Candy, which is the bubblegum pink, the cool toned like taupey brown and the cream colour. And I just... the formulation of these are fine. I don't mind the formulation, I'm not that into these colours. I have panned the Walking on Eggshells trio. I didn't fully finish all the shades, but I was close. And with this one, what I was tempted to do was take out the pink shade in Sweetest Candy. So remove that colour, throw it away, I'm not going to use it. And then try and press in the taupe from the Silent Treatment, because that would have given me a really simple, cool toned taupey eye look in a palette. But I'm not going to reach for it. I don't reach for taupey eye looks very often. I prefer warmer tones. I prefer coppers and browns and bronzes, not taupe. So even if I were to do that, I just would not have reached for it. And I knew that. So I'm decluttering them, because then if I put them back into my collection, I'm not going to use them. And I don't want them to just go back and take up space. My final makeup product from January that I decluttered was this NYX Sweet Chateau eyeshadow in Candy Stash, because it is a bright sparkly pink. Well, bright. It's a bubblegum sparkly pink. I don't like that kind of pink. If I'm going to wear a pink, it either has to be like hot pink leaning purple or leaning red. I don't like these sort of light pink bubblegum pinks. I don't think they look that great on me. So I'm not gonna use it again. I tried it, didn't like it, I'm not gonna reach for it, so I'm gonna let it go. And I am keeping track on my laptop. I like making lists, so I have a list for my empties. And in January I finished 22 / I had 22 items to leave in my collection, and the value is approximately 2,195.8 and okay. But I'm pretty pleased with that. I also have like a low-key goal of wanting to have 366 products leave my collection this year in the entire beauty, so both makeup, skincare, hair, body, perfume and everything. I'm already running behind. I'm okay with just 22 for January. February, however, I have 13 and none of them are makeup. And that annoys me a little bit because, as I said, I've been trying to finish a good chunk of products. Haven't been able to do it, but it happens, and I'm gonna continue working on them, and they're gonna hopefully be gone in March because I'm a little bit annoyed. But I finished 13 items still, so let me just take you through them very quickly. So the only item that I don't have in my box here is the Lush bath bomb, the Butter Ball bath bomb. I used that when I took a bath. It was fine. Not a bath bomb I would recommend or buy again because it was nothing special. I also finished my shampoo. This is the full bottle, the new one, because I don't know where the old one that I finished was. This is the Paul Mitchell Colour Care Colour Protect Daily Shampoo. It's a 1,000 milliliter bottle and this lasts me about a year, give or take. So I'm really happy with that. It also is wonderful. I have coloured hair. The colour maybe doesn't show the greatest when I have my hair put up back this way, but it's Auburn coloured. I love it. I've coloured my hair this colour for probably almost 5 years now, and I'm not gonna go back anytime soon. This is the shampoo that my hairdresser used, so I also use it because it works, and it's kind of nice. I also have the conditioner in the same one, but I don't use as much conditioner as I do shampoo, so that's gonna take a little bit longer. But I finished that and I'm pretty pleased with myself. I have another dry shampoo. I have the collab one. This is just the original scent. Love this a lot. I will say that the Batiste one is a little bit more like heavy duty. This one, it doesn't leave any colour residue, which I like, but I find that I sometimes have to use more of this to get the same results that I would with the Batiste one. I don't mind that though, because the colour residue is kind of a bigger deal now that I'm not blonde. Because when I was blonde, you couldn't tell, because I'm the kind of blonde, I mean, you can sort of see my roots. It looks grey. My hair looks like a mixture of like light brown, blonde and grey. It's the same colour, so the residue on dry shampoos doesn't really look like anything when I'm blonde. When I have this colour, it's obvious, and I don't like that. And I like this brand and this dry shampoo a lot. And I have another one I definitely am going to buy more of these when I find them, because I think they are phenomenal. I'm currently trying out the Lush one though, which if that works and I like it, I might have to stop buying the collab one, which makes me a bit sad. I'm still probably going to have like a can of them here and there because I think they are great in a pinch and they are a lot easier to use than the Lush one. But with the Lush one you get a lot of product for not that much money, and I think the value is obviously going to be a lot better on the Lush one. So if it works, I'm going to try and convert mostly to that one. But I'll probably never stop buying them because I just think they're great. I finished my eye cream. This is the number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced Eye Cream. It's fine. I am a little bit sort of unsure whether or not I think eye creams actually do anything. In general, I feel like they're just moisturizers. They're just face moisturizers priced up. So I'm currently using my face moisturizer as my eye cream and I get the same results. So don't think I'm going to be buying any eye cream soon unless I find something that works really great or I need something that does something very specific. At the moment I'm just looking for moisture and my moisturizers do that. I finished a tiny sample of a perfume. This is the Moods of Norway Pour Femme Eau de Cocktail. This is my favourite perfume ever. I have like not the biggest size of this but like the medium size. I have like 3 bottles of it. You can't get it anymore. It sucks. I'm really sad about that, but it smells wonderful. This is a vial I've had for years because I did not want to let it go. But now that I have my backups, I could use this up before this went bad and I like it a lot. I have 2 hand creams here. I finished my Pielor, not sure how you pronounce it, hand cream, and this smells like peaches. It was really nice. It smelled amazing. I got this as a gift, so I don't know where to buy it. Probably won't buy it again though because it was very strongly fragranced. And I think it made my hand break out into like an eczema patch because I still have that and I don't like that. The other one here is the Soap & Glory Hand Food Original. I love this a lot, but this has gone off. And not just a little bit. When I finish the hand cream, I want to use this. But this is separated. And it's like, it's liquid. And no. So this is going to go straight in the bin. I used some eye sheet masks. They were fine. Prefer a sheet mask for my entire face. This didn't do anything particular. I finished a pack of cleansing wipes. These were number 7 Radiant Results Revitalizing Cleansing Wipes. I got these in the advent calendar I think last year and these were phenomenal. I use makeup wipes a decent amount of the time because I can't always wash my face in the sink. I have recently invested in the 4th Ray Beauty Cleansing Oil. It removes makeup like a charm. Loving it. But I still like having wipes when I'm just not able to wash my face in the sink but I'm still wearing makeup. And I haven't been able to find any cruelty-free ones. So these are definitely going to be ones I will repurchase. They are very pricey though. But for me, they are going to be worth the money because they're going to allow me to take my makeup off. I don't have to rub very hard with this. And since I have the cleansing oil and I've started using that, I'm loving it a lot. And I can easily see myself finding ways to make washing my face in the sink more accessible where there is because I just stick my face in the shower. I haven't worked out the details on that yet, but I definitely think I'm going to be using it a lot. And I would like to have a pack of these sort of just in my drawer for those days where I absolutely can't. Or the day when I'm travelling. They are nice to have and these were amazing. I have 2 lip products here. So I have my EOS lip balm. This was fine. I have used a lot of EOS's in the past. I think they are a decent lip balm. They're not the best. My favourite, as I said, is the Body Shop one. But they're fine to use and I had it so I finished it. It wasn't a hard job to do. I also finished this little NYX This Is Everything lip oil. This was in Candy Pop. I think this was in an advent calendar, not in 2019 but in 2018. I picked this one first because this one smelled so sweet that I didn't like it. The scent either grew on me or just stopped being as strong over time. And this is a wonderful lip oil and I will repurchase a lip oil in this line when I've used up the ones that I have because it just kept my lips so nice and moisturised and I really enjoyed it. I finished a sample of, this is a serum, the Lancome Advanced Genifique Youth Activating Concentrate. It was fine. Didn't really do anything, I didn't expect it to. It's like a one-time use sample. And I find with serums in general, if you're going to notice a difference, you're gonna have to use them for a couple of weeks. But it was fine as like a one-time use sample. It didn't break me out. It was moisturising. Won't buy it though because Lancome is not cruelty free. And my final product is The Ordinary's 100% cold pressed virgin marula oil. I'm not sure how I feel about this. I don't mind it. It's a wonderful oil and it does give my skin a really nice amount of moisture. My favourite face oil that I have ever used was the Drunk Elephant marula one. That is ridiculously expensive. So I wanted to try this one to see if it was comparable, and I mean it's the same like product kind of, it's the same type of oil, it's the marula one. On my skin the Drunk Elephant one worked better, but it is very expensive, so I haven't bought it because I'm literally willing to try almost any other oil I can get my hands on to try before I go back to that one because of the price. I'm currently trying the Rosehip one because I've heard that is amazing, also from The Ordinary. I will let you know how I feel. But it was a wonderful oil, but it just... there was something about the Drunk Elephant one that made my skin not just soft, but it looked amazing and I want it back. But it's so expensive. So yeah, as I said, I'm trying everything before I eventually go back to it. Thank you so much for watching this Empties video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more of my videos, check out my channel, see if you find something that you like. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you again soon. Bye!